Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. So today's video, I thought I'd share with you 3 habits which I've recently implemented into my life. And I don't know why I'm calling this video yet, whether, you know, habits that have changed my life, because they pretty much have, or like I've improved my mentality, or like improved my happiness. I don't know. There's so many routes I can name this video. But yeah, these are 3 pretty big habits, so let's just get straight on into it. Okay, so habit number 1 that I've started doing, I've always been very good at like turning my tech off before I go to bed, but I've really taken it a step forward. So in the morning, I've made this new rule with myself that I cannot look at my phone or turn my phone on until I am ready for the day, and that means, you know, washed, done my skincare, got dressed, all that shenanigans, and then I can turn my phone on. I mean, this alone has been one of the best decisions I've made, because I feel so much more present. I don't feel like as connected with the social media, that kind of side anymore, and you realise, you know, how much time that you actually waste by not looking at your phone, especially when you wake up. One, I'm not getting that glare off my screen in the morning, which can be actually quite disruptive to hormones for us in our body, but also like there's no need to check any social media, so my mind isn't, you know, being influenced by anything else. I feel like there's so many more hours now in the day. Like, that has just been revolutionary to me. I feel so much more like creative to even just process like your own emotions as well in the mornings. And another thing, just say on this habit, by saying I can't, you know, go on my phone or any technology until I'm ready, it's also made me get ready a lot earlier, because some days like I work from home, and the thing is, when you work from home, it's very easy to get distracted and put the priority of like getting dressed or changed for the day as like your number 1. If I was working like, let's say, a 9 to 5 job somewhere else, you would have to be at work by 9, so you'd have to make sure you're up by a certain time, get changed, get out that door, and, you know, get off. When you work from home, you don't have that strict timeline. So by doing this rule, it's actually really brought everything forward for me. Okay, so habit number 2 is actually adding something into my morning routine, which is reading. Every single morning, my new routine I've been going for is I've been getting up, making my hot lemon water, and then reading. Sometimes I get so carried away, I honestly read for like an hour, and I really like getting up early. I've always been a morning person, so that's not a problem for me. I kind of wake up between maybe 6 and half 7, somewhere in that ballpark, and just read, and it has been amazing, and I'm obsessed with it. And this has also kind of switched out my old habit of, you know, reaching for my phone or maybe going downstairs and watching some YouTube videos on my computer. It's not meditation or anything like that, but it is very therapeutic, and I find that it really sets the day up nicely. A chance for you to kind of just escape your everyday life and problems. When you're reading a fiction book, you know, you can just completely get lost in a story, but then also if you're reading a non-fiction book, it's a great way, you know, to be learning stuff and just bettering yourself. So yeah, either way, whatever you choose to read, there's so many benefits that come out of that. So I thought I'd just share with you a couple of books that I have either read or I'm currently reading. Now, 2 of these books really did influence this video and me just making these habit changes in general. The first one is by Benjamin Spall and Michael Xander. Is it Xander? Am I saying that right? It's called My Morning Routine. Loads of entrepreneurs and just business men and women and just really successful people basically, and what they do is it's like an interview, and they talk about their morning routine, and they just talk about how their morning routine is so important to them and how it's, you know, got them the success that they have now. It's really interesting seeing like the similarities between a lot of them. If you watch YouTube videos and you like watching like morning routine videos, this is it basically. Oh, I'm dropping everything. This basically is it in book form. So the next book I want to talk to you about is called Make Time, and it is by Knapp and Zeratsky. How to Focus on What Matters Every Day. Now, this book is actually quite an easy read, especially by the layout that they've done it in. So this book covers a lot of areas. Not only does it cover like your mentality on how you look at your day and set yourself up for the day, but it's also looking at, even if it's little things, you know, what are the things that you love to do and what makes you happy, and, you know, putting more energy on that but still being successful. And it's also really good if you want to change your habits and then build upon your habits as well. And the other book that I'm reading as well, and this is one that I like to go for at night. I do quite like reading non-fiction in the morning and then fiction at night time, but the minute I'm reading Sophie Kinsella, Surprise Me. Her books are just, you know, your kind of guilty pleasure read, so they're quite nice before bed because they don't make you think too hard, and it's just a nice little gentle story. The next 2 books that I'm going to be reading are the 80-20 Principle and then Deep Work. as well. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be moving on to. I should go pick them up from the library. Okay, and the third habit that I've been doing recently is I've been really trying to get more into journaling and morning pages. Now for me, journaling just changes daily. I don't stick to the same setup every single day. It's definitely all about, you know, how I feel that day and what I feel like writing, what kind of style I want to write. So sometimes I'll wake up and, you know, there's a lot on my mind and I'll just get it out on paper, kind of a bit like my therapy. There's other days I wake up and I just want to do something a little bit more simple, like I might do a bit of, you know, set up what my goal for the day is, what's happening today, what are like my main goals, what are my emotional triggers at the minute, and what's going well at the minute, you know, writing down like your gratitude, like point out the positives. And then at the very end I put what do I need to do to make myself feel better, like how do I fix this, and then writing it on paper. I literally just got the 4 answers. If I don't feel like journaling, I might read more, or if I feel like journaling more, I'll read less. Do you know what I mean? So it kind of just depends on the day and go with how I feel. But this is something that I've been really trying to implement and I really have been enjoying it. And again, it just completely takes over any need to want to go on any technology, because that's a big thing nowadays. You know, we're so used to being on technology. So making these habits have really made a big difference to me. Journaling is a great tool just to put your mind at rest and figure situations out, because you make yourself really tap into your emotions and just get everything out on the page. And when you see it there in front of you, it's much easier to figure out what your next step needs to be. And also always remember, the less things there are up here means the more space there is for new ideas, creativity, all of that good stuff. So anyway guys, that is it for the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you have any healthy habits you've made recently that have like changed your life, let me know in the comments below. But anyway guys, I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, make sure you click the subscribe button, come join the family, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Mwah. Bye.